So I am here and I'm just reading the messages now, but I am looking at my very confused face. There must be like a 30-second delay. I am really sorry. Okay, Paulius, he looks dashing. He does look dashing. Oscar has done a great job tonight. I didn't realise it was him. He looks so different. Hold on a minute. I need to actually talk to the camera. It's time for Sweden to send Terry. It's time for Sweden to send something stripped back and raw. I'm really hoping they pick Cornelia. I do think if they pick Cornelia, they're probably going to do quite well. Even though it's not my personal favourite, and actually after tonight, I think it's gone down slightly. I think Tone kind of went ahead of it. Okay, turn this around, going third in the running in Iceland. Okay, so yeah, Iceland's going on as well. I listened to the songs today, and yeah, it was a light relief, escapism. Hi everyone, Alexandra. Hi, I've obviously responded to that. I can't get enough is fun. I can get enough. I do like that, and I kind of have a crush on the guy. Good to know, Terry. If the drop was more impactful, so I'm scrolling down to Paulius. Oh, in regards to Medina. Suave, yeah, I did like that one. Everyone switch to Iceland in a minute. I'll turn this around. That is the one that I'm rooting for, the girl band. That was the one that seemed to be pretty decent. Oh, we're about to have results as well. GJ, welcome. Vincent F. Yeah, Vincent F. I am acknowledging something that happened today, and I will acknowledge that later. I tried to catch up with the festival. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in Portugal. Sorry if that's rude. Sup, Shane. Sup. Clara and Cornelia. I've forgotten Clara. Hi, Vincent. Oh, hold a minute, Shane. Concentrate. Bluffing. I do think that song's going to do well. It was better with the backing dancers. Oh, hold a minute. I need to put myself on mute. Oh, look at their face. They're proper shocked. 12 points to Medina. Okay, so the Czech Republic. I'm just trying to catch the comments as well. 8 points to Innocent Love. Okay. Bigger than the universe. Yeah, that song is epic. I've been listening to that all day. Some Duville. Some Duville. Alexander, greetings from Norway. Hey. Hey, Eurovision. Smackhead Steve, do you think the UK has a chance of winning this year? I'm not allowed to talk about it. Paulius, hey. Why do I recognise her? I recognise her. Why do I know her? Why do I know her? Someone help me out. Oh, Israel. Huh? Look at her with her Swedish. Yeah, Bluffing's going to do well, isn't it? Helena, my favourite's Medina, and Tone, my favourite's Medina. Huh? Oh, yeah. That's the one I like. Sorry, I keep forgetting the names of the songs. Yeah. Okay, it might be the start of what's about to happen now. Okay, my favourite's Medina, Helena, Medina and Tone. Yeah, Tone I think is massively elevated for me. Anna's changed his performance, agreed. Cornelia didn't, hope it doesn't matter. Cornelia, Medina, Tone, agree. Dano, hey. Anders elevated massively did. Hold on a minute. What's coming now? Yes, you may. Some do. How is that first? How has Anna got no points? No. I love John Lundvik, but Anglavact is boring as. Guys, what's happening? We're getting the we are. This is not a drill jury vote. It is indeed. Right, Ireland, what are you going to do? I'm trying to catch the comments, but I'm so surprised by Som Deville. Irish love a slow song. I'm surprised that's low. It's just not one of his best songs. Robin Bengtsson. 12 Poyang. That's off-piste. That is well off-piste, Ireland. Hold on a minute. I'm the only one that wants Lamo to win, babe. Wow. Guys, votes are happening. Are we getting... Yes, we are. This is not a drill. I've said that. Medina will win. 0 for Clara. Yeah, I know. This is... Medina is pretty good too. Agreed. Terry, I am live. This is why Cornelia is the obvious winner. I think she is. This is why Cornelia is the obvious winner. Clara and Bagger won't do well with the juries. International jury. Let's do this.
8 points go to Medina.
Right. How has Anna got 0 points? I can get... How is... Okay, a lot of people... I did think Anders wouldn't do well with the jury, but 20?
Our 12 points go to Cornelia.
Cornelia. Carmen. Oh, hey. I like Tony and Faith. Faith, not so much. Tony, loved. It's almost as if International Jury wanted Sweden to send a bad song. Yeah. Go Medina. Finally 12 for Cornelia. Israel didn't get anything to Andres. I know. What was that about? Down Under? Paul Clark. Poor Anna. I don't know what's happening. Oh, she's got 10. It's fine. Shane, I'm glad to see you sipping cocktails again. It's orange juice, Vincent. We know this. That's what Terry said. I mean, she performs it well. It's going to be Cornelia. We know it is. It's probably the best thing. Bluffing doing way better with the jury than I thought. Yeah, agreed. Draconian V8. Thank you, Spain, for Anna. Terry, yay for Spain. Points for Anna. Yeah, I missed that. I'm trying to like multitask. It's really difficult. Can someone remind me, do they also have Swedish jury votes? No, they don't, Paulius. Cornelia won the jury, but not by a lot. Italy, Italia. If she speaks Italian, I can't translate.
We can't wait to get there. May I have your points, Marta?
Of course, these are the points of the Italian jury. 8 points go to I Can't Get Enough, Cassiopeia.
I'm really surprised that hasn't done well as well. I can get enough. Run the Hills! How is it that low? Bluffing is absolutely nailing the international jury.
Hold Me Closer, Cornelia Jakobs.
Look at Cornelia, she's loving life.
Cornelia Jakobs.
Right.
And she is beside us upstairs.
Okay, so unfortunately I'm slightly delayed than you guys. I can see that already. But obviously Cornelia has nailed, not nailed, it's a slight...
has given their say, and the current leader
Okay, right. So what do we make of this? Cornelia 76. Like, televote-wise, who's going to actually overtake her? I have heard Bigger Than the Universe is actually doing quite well in Sweden at the moment, so I think that's going to have quite a high televote. Right, I'm going to get back into the chats. Y'all think... Look at Vincent with y'all. Is between Bluffing and Cornelia. Bluffing was better. The backing dances, oh yeah, whilst the choreo was a bit iffy, it was much better. Paulius, I'm in such shock by how low run. Yeah, I know, but I do think it probably helps if I speak to this. I do think after 12 songs, people like. I don't understand. I keep reading kind of people are disappointed with Sweden, or Sweden should like try and do something a bit different. But in regards to depth, like in Sweden in Melodifestivalen, there's normally like 3 or 4 songs that I root for, but like there's genuinely like 8 songs that I really, really like. I think this is a strong final. But yeah. Right, Cornelia won the jury. I'm just catching into. I think I was going somewhere with that, but I've forgotten now. A Swedish song would be nice for a change. I'm in shock by how low. Oh, Run to the Hills. Yeah, I don't understand why that did not do well with the juries. Cornelia wins the jury by 11 points. I think she's got this now. Terry, I think I agree. Justice for Clara, Jordan. Jordan loves Clara, but apparently he didn't mind Cornelia tonight. Limo second. I thought at the end of the day, when I kind of gave my personal top 12, I did say these are my personal top 12, but actually listening to them, the songs that I think would do well at Eurovision, I thought Cornelia and Limo had a more international appeal. My top 3 is currently the last 3. Oh, Philbert, feeling that. I'm not a fan of Run to the Hills. Vincent, controversial. Listen to your heartbeat. Here's a bit of tea. Hold a minute, how do I turn this down? So the brunette one in Friends. So I was at an event in Sweden, in Stockholm. You can probably imagine what event it was. And there was lots of people there, and she was in the crowd, and I managed to get a picture with her. And someone said to me, watch out for her, because she's a little bit crazy. She's got a bit of a reputation in Sweden. I'm not throwing shade. She was lovely. She did a picture with me. She wasn't happy about doing the picture. But, yeah, I was a bit starstruck a few years ago when I met her. Okay, we're doing a recap. This was much better tonight. Clara deserves better. Bayron, I totally agree. What's this weird version of ABBA? Jackie, do you not know what that song was? It's Friends. What was it, 2001? 2002? 2003? How? Like, literally, Anna sang. She could not have given any more energy into this song. Frankly, with so many ballads, we need a song like Bluffin'. Okay, or Anders Vincent. Yeah, we don't need Lundvik, bless him. Okay, agree, Vincent. Yeah. Tone tonight. Did anyone get like a little bit emotional with Tone? Like, it was amazing. This massively elevated for me. I thought Anna massively elevated tonight. Like, literally, she sang like her life depended on it. And yes, at the end, vocally, it kind of came back to bite her in the bum. It's feeling like a symphony. Everything is poetry. We are. David, I'm glad Anders is your favourite because I love it. Vincent, I need a cocktail and a straw. You need orange juice and a straw. Complicated. I'm gonna try and move this actually, because you're my freedom. Yeah, at the end of the day, the song is average, bless her. But I mean, kudos to whoever kind of was the producer of this song, because the staging really elevates it. I'm gonna be honest, if Limu wins, I will be a little annoyed. I would be a bit annoyed. Like, if Sweden's thinking practically send Cornelia, I can get behind Cornelia. Okay. Tony's amazing, yeah. Anna absolutely slayed. Running order didn't help her though. Yeah, Filbert. Honestly, I was captivated by Anna's performance. Genuinely, she could have done no more in my book. I definitely need a strong drink after these terrible jury votes. Ryan, I'm happy Demon was appreciated by the juries. Oh, Eden, yeah, I know. I was worried that it might not go down. Now, I did see today, out of all these songs, I think that's the song that's charting highest in Sweden. So, with that said, it might not be completely cool. Oh, this song. So Stevia's just watched Turn This Around in Iceland, thinks it's amazing. It's the best one in my opinion. Okay. Halen's World. Let's turn Sweden down briefly. Let's turn you down. Right, I'm trying to think objectively for Sweden, because in my heart I love Bluffing more. I do think Bluffing would do well for Sweden, but Sweden would be better off sending something more authentic, so they'll want to send something like that more often. So Halen, what should they send? Sir Stevia, it's weird how they are letting people vote after the juries gave them. Yeah, is that normal? Because that's actually quite interesting, because do they normally do that? I can't remember. Because yeah, massively, if your song, like for example, Run to the Hills, you would like run to the hills to vote because you'd be like, huh? Anna has had her 2 best songs in Melody. Yeah, Mr. Janka. You have to like. I'm gonna have to ask you how to pronounce that. You are a regular contributor to my channel, and I really appreciate it. It was a long journey for me, but I finally got around Anna's song this year. I'm just trying to work out whether I want to listen to Sara and Azari. Bayron, sorry Shane, I would put Limo in my top 10. Well, as in, sorry Bayron, as in if it won, you would put it in your top 10 of the songs that have been selected so far. Oh, I don't know, Sarah, sorry. Hold on, sorry, I'm going to turn you down slightly, no offence. Spoken word, but I don't speak Swedish. Okay, song-wise I like Bluffing better, but they should pick Cornelia over Limu. I would prefer Cornelia. Yeah, they always do that in Melfest, and I really don't like it. Oh, thank you, Terry. Terry, you are literally the fountain of knowledge. I think you need to help me, I think, with my channel. I'm just a fan, but you, like, have a sponge. You just absorb knowledge. Either that, Shane, or people will vote for something just so the other thing won't win. True. Hadn't thought of that. Halen, sorry I ran out of characters before I could clarify which song. I was going to say, Halen, what do you like? David, I have Melfest on my TV and you're playing on my phone. Hopefully that's manageable, David. Bluffing would be a solid choice, but I'm just so over them picking. Yeah, Paulius, I won't say that anymore. I said that in my top 12, and a few Swedish people made a few points, rightfully so. Like, I didn't realise that the quota in Italy was exactly the same, and no one calls Italy out for it. Like I said, if you're going to give me a really good argument, I will always listen to you, and it will change my opinion. Okay. Giancana was an Italian mafia boss. Right, well, I need to kind of, yeah, get with it a little bit with my Italian knowledge. Maybe they are trying to screw over Cornelia with the extra voting, because if people see that she is on top, people won't vote for her. Well, it won't be in SVT's interest, because I genuinely think out of all of these songs, Cornelia has the best chance of doing well at Eurovision. Right, Sarah's doing spoken word in Swedish. That stadium looks insane. Like, it is the next best thing to Eurovision Melodifestivalen. I'm gutted that that's one of my dreams. I want to go to Melodifestivalen one day. So Steve, yeah, at this point, I'm just hoping Iceland picks the daughters. Well, so Steve, you're going to have to keep me informed, because I can't multitask. Like, literally, I'm looking at the comments, I'm looking at the screen. Sarah's saying dancer. I'm sipping my orange juice. Terry, what can I say? I'm an utter stats geek. Well, I respect that. Alexander, crossing everything I have for Cornelia. For Sweden, yeah. Jojo, Medina, bitter. Ah, bitter, German. I know that. I got a grade C at GCSE in German. Yeah. I'm not very good at languages, but I know bitter is please. If Limu wins, it's okay, they win. It's going in my top 10, maybe for 2 days, but it's top 15 at least for me. That stage is amazing. It is better. Draconian the 8. I want a whole Eurovision in this arena. It's incredible. Sweden just know what they're doing, don't they? But then, like, Melodifestivalen is a whole identity in itself, isn't it? Like, I swear I saw a statistic not long ago, like, well, not long ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. I swear the viewing figures for Melodifestivalen is a lot higher than Eurovision. Hayden's World, I can't multitask. Hayden's World, I can't multitask. It's the bane of my life. Vincent, I don't know about that big flower and Oscar. Yeah, I was thinking that. What is the big... I didn't know whether it was like a statement, but I didn't want to say anything. I didn't clock it was Oscar at all. He looks completely different. God, that's a green suit. Right, here we go. So this is... Eurovision can thank Melodifestivalen for this in regards to... I love how they do the results. So they go from the bottom, right? And they give the televotes. Televotes? Shame, televotes. I can't believe out of all of these songs, Anna is bottom. Like, how does that make any sense? Anna. Love you. Honestly, your song and Anders today I've been listening on repeat. I don't understand. Like, I do understand. Like, it is underwhelming compared to Ashes and Kingdom Come. I do understand. I can't get enough. This is strange. Vincent, yeah, she should be bottom. Vincent, harsh. Right, well, Run to the Hills for a lot of people was an outside favourite, so that is dead in the wood, right? Can't wait for Clara to get 200 points and win Meltfest. I don't know what that is. 5 points. I agree. Oh, Tone. Come on, Tone. Today was amazing. I got emotional. She was amazing tonight. She massively went up. Anders. I told you, honestly. I was checking today the Swedish charts, and Anders is at the highest out of all of them. Tony passed Clara. Yeah. I forgot Clara. I'm going to be honest with you. Sorry, Shane, misspelt Melfest. It was a typo that meant Melfest. Yeah, sorry. Right, Faith, how does she do? That surprises me because I was told he had a huge fan base that would get behind him. He'll be back. He's 16.
17 points from the Swedish public.
John Lundvik, 17 points. Bigger Than Universe is still winning.
56 points.
Ah. I thought Medina was charting quite high as well.
Some had their points.
Right, I need a wee.
This is the current leaderboard situation. Espaghi in the lead. But we're still waiting on votes from Liamo and Cornelia Jakobs holding hands there. Yeah, one of these three acts will win that songbird and represent Sweden in the Eurovision Song Contest.
Kommer att vinna sångfrågan och få representera Sverige i Eurovision Song Contest.
The wait just feels so long, doesn't it? Yeah, it's so exciting. Second to last act to receive its vote is Liamo with Bluffin.
Liamo FRÅN.
Right, so it's the two people that I kind of thought, yes, Estivia, I'm peeing now. I know, I had to go.
Public vote for Liamo, meaning he is no longer in the running to win this thing.
Bluffin's out. Bluffin is out. Right, hold me closer. What's going to happen?
Decided, this is the dead heat. Between Anders Bagge.
Oh my gosh. Bigger Than the Universe. Bluffin flopped in televote. Paulius, I have no...
Say, no one's been able to call it.
Vincent, I'm surprised as well. It's going to be Cornelia. It's going to be... But these two are the songs that I saw today were the highest in the charts. Oh, look at Cornelia. She looks really, really nervous.
Find out who wins Melfest 2022.
If Anders wins, I'm really happy. Like, as in, it's my guilty pleasure. I don't think Sweden will do very well. If Cornelia wins, I do think this is competitive. I don't think it's Sweden just sending Swedish songs. I do think this would do well.
Har valt att ge Cornelia Jakobs.
Swedish public has chosen to give Cornelia Jakobs.
Right, I don't want to look at the comments because I don't know if it's in time. Right, she's killed it. I don't know what that is in Swedish, but she's cheering, so she's obviously won. I don't know how much. Cornelia, it's your moment. People forget about Limo and Medina.
Song Hold Me Closer. Congratulations, Cornelia. This is the first time in a long time that we had a female act win.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the first time in such a long time that Sweden has had a female act.
That is huge, and it is something she has just been putting.
Last year, literally, I respect to say, but like I was the mummers all the way, and if it wasn't the mummers, I was Dotter.
And look at her, look at the,
Oh,
the tears, the joy.
I do think this will do well. I do think this will do well. Right, let's go back into the comments. You're behind. I know I'm behind. I know. There's nothing I can really do about it. That was very Devonshire. Sorry.
To go to the final.
Paulius, justice for Clara. I know. I'm really, really surprised. I need to see the leaderboard. I don't know what the leaderboard is yet. Alex, very happy. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. Vincent, oh, she's lovely. She does look at her. Oh, bless her. She's on her knees. She cannot believe it. This means so much to her.
Humbled by her victory.
Humbled is a very good word.
The crowd are getting up onto their feet.
Ah, I'm getting a bit emotional, actually.
With their lights, their balloons, many
This is
balloons
insane.
in the stadium tonight.
Like, her response is quite powerful. Okay, so let's not forget 2020, Shane. David, I know. I was only saying this yesterday to my best friend Tom. We were in lockdown in India. Obviously, 2020 was the only thing that we were actually doing in the lockdown. Hold a minute, I'll come back to that. So, hold a minute. So it was 146, Bigger Than Us second. Okay, Medina third, Bluffin fourth. Higher Power. I don't understand that. That was way better than Ron Bengtson. Yeah, we were in lockdown in Goa in this tiny apartment for like 10 weeks, and all we had was Eurovision 2020 to get us through it. Like, I am fully aware that that existed. And I was only saying yesterday to him, I was like, when I listen to Eurovision 2020, it's kind of bittersweet. It's amazing because it was such an amazing year. It was bitter because it reminded me of being in a really tiny apartment in Goa and not being able to leave. Okay, so, yay, so happy I can finally get behind a Swedish entry again. Terry, good for you. Jordan, you know what? If Clara could win, I'm happy it was Cornelia. Jordan, how do you feel? Because you were Team Clara all the way. I genuinely forgot Clara. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, with 12 songs, like, I'm quite surprised that I was able to forget a song. But, like, after, 11 songs afterwards, I kind of forgot. Halen is happy. Yes, thrilled. Florian is happy. DKNY 70 points. I don't understand. She won by only 25 points, so are we assuming she was going to win by more? JoJo 23, the ballad year. I mean, let's just... I have no issue with it being the ballad year, as long as it's good ballads. And I do think there are lots of different sounds, but I do think they are doing things really different. I think Montenegro is doing something so unbelievably different, even though it's a slow song. I think this song is so unbelievably different. I think Italy is... yes, obviously they are... like slow tempo, but they are different. And yes, obviously we love a bop, we love to watch the Eurovision final, be in our front rooms and just completely get into it. And I do understand lots of ballads can be a bit but at least Eurovision has moved to the moment where they actually pick the order. Do you remember the days when actually it was just out of the... we could have had 8 or 9 slow songs that final back to back, and that would have been tough. Okay, so who else? What else is happening here? Sir Stevia, I'm so happy Andres came second, though I hope he returns to Malta. I know, he seems a real endearing person. And I, like I said, today, even though Medina was my favourite, today I've been listening to Anders and Anna on a loop, I will be honest. Paulius, oh yeah, another ballad. Cornelia, it's so lovely though. Vincent, great song. I'm glad it was her. Run to the Hills came sick down. Right, let's listen to this. I think this is a good song. When Tuesday won last year, I was like, well, I don't think this is going to do that well. And obviously this channel's not very old, and I reacted to Tuesday last year. Amateur, like this is amateur, but that was amateur. And I remember reacting to it being like, I'm not a big fan, but I was a huge fan of the Mummers, so biased. I can't believe she's from Love Generation. Like, I think I had obviously been listening to this song on Spotify, and I was like, oh, it is quality. A lot of people were talking about this song. I was like, it is good. And then before my reaction video, I Wikipedia'd her, and it said she was from Love Generation. I dance alone with the music playing on. Super gagged by that. You don't rise, but don't you mind? Well, if Jordan is happy with it, not like I'm giving him some sort of kind of professor status, but he was Team Clara today. He told me. I will be honest. Obviously, I watched Poland's national final and I watched Australia's national final, both slow songs. I think I prefer this. Oh, and I've watched San Remo as well. That's different because that's more of a performance in the song. Right, okay. Look at her, bless her. Gosh, she was super emotional. The UK has the money to be able to do something like this. I just don't know why we don't. Okay. Right, just got here. Andres didn't win. No, Trojan Pony, he didn't win, but he did a very, very good showing. This is a bit like Chanel in Spain. The performance in the heats from Cornelia blew. This is from Terry. Everyone else out of the water. Yeah, the performance was insane. She's pretty much an unknown in Sweden. Wow. I mean, she probably is, but I do know Love Generation, which means nothing. Okay. Oh my goodness me. Hold on a minute. 70-something, Paulius. Vincent, go unknowns. She got 70 points from the public. Oh, sorry. I know. Apologies. I'm trying to multitask. It's just not going well. Jordan, Clara will rise again. She will rise again. Paulius, at least we can all agree this year's jury vote was a bit messy. Yeah, it was an interesting one. September 5. Can I just say I'm really impressed with the people that have actually turned out tonight, because a lot of these people regularly contribute to my channel and I really appreciate it. Damn, that's sad for Clara, but this is a decent choice for Sweden. I completely agree with you. ESC Kenya. She's lovely. So Cornelia won. So many ballads in semi-final 2. Yeah, I actually haven't done a very good job of actually kind of working out who's in semi-final 1 and who's in semi-final 2. Nescyn, Necyn, the right song won. Yeah, I think that everyone's in agreement with that. Halen's World, there's some excellent ballads this year though. Exactly. This is the point. If it was like middle of the road ballad year, I would be a little bit annoyed. Trojan Pony Anders was robbed. You don't have to convince me. September 5, 2024. This will make the bops and faster paced songs stand out. Oh, because of all of the slow songs. I agree. Stian, it's a perfectly fine song, but nothing special. But that's good because I was getting bored of Sweden doing so well all the time. Well, Tuesday didn't do well last year, if it like comparatively. I think, yeah, people in Sweden, the Melodifestivalen team, I think that probably shook them a little bit. John, I was hoping for either Clara or Cornelia. I guess I got one of them. You did. Draconian V8, I'm so excited for Eurovision this year. Loves Draconian V8, honestly, I still say to this day, 2017, I don't know what it was about that year, but I just could not get behind it. But I am already loving this year more. That year for me is the kind of year that I don't ever watch. And it's a shame because actually there's some really good songs in that year, France being one. A lot of my favourites just got knocked out in the semis. Switzerland, North Macedonia. What else got knocked out? Estonia, lost in Verona, holla to Italy. Yeah, this isn't a bad year in any way, shape or form. So Stevia, I mean, Sweden are sending a potential ESC winner. I do agree that. I do think that this song is really competitive. I thought that when I listened to it for the first time. Vincent, great ballads, yes. Thank God for Chanel and Subwoofer. On a serious note, if you kind of want to know my number one right now, it's still Chanel. I honestly, every time it comes on, I just, yeah, it's an amazing song. Like, and it's ironic because if you watch my original kind of reactions to the songs, I had literally limited reaction to that song, but it's just that staging. It just elevates it. Now I'm just completely obsessed. So Stevie, I love this year so much. Oh, I've already said that already. Have I said that already? Her voice is potential winner, but this, yeah, when she goes that gravelly voice, it does grip you. See Roy PM's reaction if you want to know what I think. Okay, yeah, I do like Roy PM. I have said that, but I will say over the last few days I've really, really struggled to watch YouTube content. Florian, Hold Me Closer is a ballad, but it's still pretty upbeat. Yeah, I agree, Florian. It's not like Australia, it's still upbeat. Paulius replying to Vincent. Yeah, I haven't heard Austria yet. They are giving this year's content. Yeah, I haven't heard Austria yet. So, Austria, Belgium, those are the two ones that I've not reacted to yet, just to give myself a bit of time. Bayron, I'm late, but Eurovision 2020 was amazing. Yeah. Halen, I love Tuesday though. He's that was no shade to Tuesday at all. Like his performance, his voice, kind of his whole persona is amazing. I just didn't really dig the song that much. September 5, 2024. The beat feels a little off. I feel like the song could use a revamp. Again, I'm just trying to work out what this is about. Is it about this song? Okay. Draconian VA, I do honestly get Eurovision winning vibes from this. So do I. She's so happy, Vincent. She was really happy. Daffy playing at the Icelandic selection currently. Oh, again, I unfortunately cannot watch it. Sorry, honestly, I'm trying to get through these. Are you going to do a video of your ranking? Ian Ali, yes I am. Yes I am. Yes. At some point. Mr. Blackjack 180. The only thing I expected was a larger jury vote for her. John Volovic got 12s in 2019. Yeah. The King, I am late, just got here. Cornelia won. Yes, she did. Bayron, another win for Chanel. I do agree. I think Spain needs to start getting behind that song because I do think it's going to do really well. Paulius, I'm predicting this number 11 at the final in Turin. Huh? What, as in like 11th place? That's very specific. Oh, as in Chanel? Oh, okay. Could we get another Swedish victory this year? Yeah, I think so. Like, as soon as I heard, I already, obviously, the thing about social media is obviously you can't ignore kind of hype around songs. And the thing that I kind of wanted to do with this channel was try and be authentic as possible. And it's really difficult when you know before you listen to songs that like songs are favorites. And it was really evident that Cornelia was a favorite. But when I listened to it, I didn't think it was overhype. I thought the hype was genuine. There's enough hype for this song. I think, when was the last time that I thought Sweden could really compete? Like, genuinely. Even John Ludwig, I loved the song, but I didn't think it could compete. I think this song could compete, and I haven't said that about Sweden for a while. I really like this, but it won't win. I think it can compete, David. Hayden, me too. There's something special about this Hold Me Closer. I agree with you, Hayden's World. I think I prefer Spaceman over this. Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. Paulius, yeah, PTSD. Paulius, okay, okay, see you later, Paulius. I need to kind of obviously check in with that at some point. I'm so happy that Cornelia won Eurovision. Good. Andreas, your opinion on Anders Bagger's performance compared to Cornelia? In all seriousness, like, I prefer Anders. Like, today, I was in and around getting my hair cut, getting some shopping, and I was listening. I've got the MELODIFESTIVALEN I've got an old playlist which I was listening to in the morning to get me in the mood, and I've got the new playlist, and as in the final, and I just found myself when Anders and Anna came on, keep on going back. There was something about those two songs today which I loved. Again, Devonshire accent. This was cute. Shane wasn't planning on actually watching Melfest, but this evening party was nice. Oh, good, Paulius. Yeah, true. Ballads this year are very good. Good, ESC Kenya. So, Stevie, my current predicted winner is Sweden. Interesting. Murray B, hey Shane, did you just react to the whole show? I didn't, Murray B. Sorry, I copped out. I kind of think if I react to the whole show, I kind of want to enjoy the show, and I think I would be slightly on edge. So I wanted to enjoy the songs and then obviously watch the results and the winner with you guys. Ross France. I was actually torn between Limo and Cornelia. Makes sense. Those two were the initial songs. When I listened to them, I was like, these could do quite well for Sweden. He pumped up with the dancers, agreed. It was outstanding, but Cornelia's fine. I'm okay. Mr. John Carner, the best I can say about Barger is that he has dogs. That's harsh. I actually think the song's really good, and I actually thought he really performed it well. Vincent, Shane, I'm glad to see you're doing well. Yeah, thank you very much, Vincent. The lives are fun. Okay, well, there won't be a thing, but I think for this weekend, I wanted to do it for obvious reasons. Vaults, Cornelia is my fave entry since Arcade. That's saying something. Okay, good. Eurovision Home, I'm so happy for her, so am I. She was so ecstatic. Sweden, 12 points from Azerbaijan, I believe. Might be depressing. Oh, I don't think it is depressing. I think there are other songs that I would give that title to. Shane, will you react tomorrow to Australia? Austria, yeah. ESC Kenya, yeah. I obviously, for obvious reasons, like selected reaction videos. I've given myself a bit of time off. But yeah, tomorrow I'll get back into it. So thank you for asking. Yes. Okay. Best entry, not just from Sweden, but in one of the best entries from Eurovision. I don't disagree, actually. I'm happy that Medina got a good place. Me too. Milton Koenig, yes, Cornelia. Again, it seems that in Sweden they're really happy with this, which doesn't surprise me because she did really well with the televote. Eurovision Home, Sweden 12 points. My number one is also still Chanel. Your reaction to her winning was also how I discovered your channel. Okay, interesting. Because I was totally for Mama. And that's another video that I need to do. My most favourite national final songs. Because that song is epic. Like, I'm obsessed with that song. I actually haven't rewatched that reaction, Paulius. Because I did think maybe how I reacted might have been slightly biased because I was team I Mama. Mary B, Medina was cool, I agree. Eurovision Home, so glad to see you live, Shane. How are you? Fine, thank you. Fine. Yep. David, the staging is making the song, I agree. Helena, I think Hold Me Closer could do well with both the jury and the televote, I agree. So Stevia, my personal winner is still Norway. That's not going to change, but my top 2 to 8 changes every day. Yeah, mine too, actually. I'm struggling to rank them properly, as am I, actually. Gab, 1, 2, 3. My absolute favourite was My Way. Eurovision, I'm surprised that Theos did really well. Me too. Like, I understand if the televote backed it. It didn't even back it. Like, I was told he had a huge fan base. But I'm really surprised the jury's got behind it. But I will say, when I watched it, I was like, oh, this is better than I thought it was. So he actually did quite well today. Vince, I'm with you, Stevie. Iceland is only ending in an hour. Okay, well, I'll finish this by the time Iceland is obviously going to announce theirs. Are you cheer for Subwoofer? I'm glad. Seen some hate lately. Maybe, no. There's no, if there's hate towards Subwoofer, in all honesty, I've seen more hate from Norwegians in regards to Subwoofer than I have outside of Norway. That song is going to be epic for so many different reasons, and I cannot predict how that song will do at Eurovision. Clara fell totally even for me. It didn't hold. She didn't take the high notes. I noticed that. And because I was listening to the Spotify playlist, so I wasn't watching the live kind of versions. And then before I did my top 12, I think I watched each one twice. And I obviously didn't kind of pick up for the fact that when she did the high note, it was slightly off. And then I watched someone else's reaction video and they reacted to the high note. And I was like, oh yeah, it is slightly off. So I think she played it safe vocally tonight, which, fair enough. I mean, we've seen that time and time again, haven't we? At Eurovision particularly. Spain's 12 points. Sweden is so true. Both deserve top 2. Spain and Sweden, yeah. Tuesday is performing in Iceland. I did see that because it was supposed to be... who was supposed to be there tonight? Was it Ukraine's entry? I know that Tuesday is going to Iceland last minute. Yeah, because obviously it was quite surprising that Tuesday wasn't here tonight, but we know why. Oh my god, Shane, no girl. I'm predicting Cornelia number 11 in Turin, not Chanel. Our Spanish princess is number 1. Okay. So Stevia, Andres won MELODIFESTIVALEN for me. Well, I love that song. He's so late because he's trying to read every comment. Yeah, I am trying to read every comment. I am super late. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's so late. There's nothing I can really do about it. Murray B. So Stevia was watching a live stream earlier that was totally dissing them. Oh, is that the girl band? Comment section 2. They don't have to win. Oh, subwoofer. Okay. Yeah. Ignore. Mary B, ignore that. Ignore that. David, I see Cornelia going top 10, maybe top 5, but not the winner. I still think Italy is the front runner. It's really interesting. So since San Remo, I actually have not listened to that song again, in all truthfulness. And I was in the hairdressers today and it came on. In fact, loads of San Remo songs came on. I think I forget that actually in Italy, domestic music is quite limited. So what I mean by that is all of the current songs that are Italian are the San Remo songs. And it came on in the hairdressers. And I took a video as proof. And I was listening to it and I was like, it's actually quite a good song. And I don't want to be that reactor is like, oh, it gave me goosebumps. But the live performance was pretty good. We don't talk about Spaceman here. Yeah, we don't, baby. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, moving on. I'm trying to move on, but I'm trying to move on. Enough of sad songs now. Oh, I just don't think it's that sad. I don't think Sweden's song is sad. I just think it's a ballad. I don't think it's a sad ballad. Eurovision, I subscribed to your channel last week and I've been enjoying your videos. Thank you very much, Eurovision. Eurovision Home, I still don't know why you got hate for Spaceman reaction. Your reaction was literally the same as me. Oh, I can't say too much about it. But yeah, it was, yeah. Obviously, I'm not going to kind of share the comments that I got. But yeah, anyway, I'm an adult and I've luckily got some very lovely people that I was able to talk to, and it was fine. We're forgetting it now. Okay, and I hope they will be received well. They are great guys, both of them, and I really like their voices. UK is my current 5th. Shoot me, says Stevie. No, I'm British. I don't care. Like, I'd rather it be your first. In all seriousness, like, I cannot remember a time watching Eurovision where the results are being announced and I've heard United Kingdom. So since we obviously moved to the kind of only the 10th and 12th being announced, I can't remember the time. So if this is going to be the first year that I hear United Kingdom, then I don't care. Like, great. Draconian V8, Sweden is number 1 on my scoreboard app. Good, it's a decent song. Mark Decker, Hold Me Closer, won. Yes, it did. Murray B, my first reaction to Spaceman was that it was fairly good, which is all right, but not winner potential. Listened a few more times and I do like it. I mean, I listened to it once or twice today and I was like, yeah, not ready for that. Says Stevie, huge congrats to Tony coming. I mean, yes, like Tone, in all seriousness, if I'm thinking about the songs that elevate, because I liked Anna anyway, if I'm thinking about the songs, because what was Tone, 7th or 8th in my top 12, and I'm thinking of the songs that kind of massively elevated today, it was Tone. The dress looked amazing, and it was really polished, and I don't know, I connected with the song initially, but I connected with the song massively today. Bayron, I'm Mama, please don't remember me that, but I'm behind. It's probably, I don't want to kind of give it away because I do want to do a national final, like top 50 at some point, but I'm just going to, spoiler alert, I'm Mama is there. My top 5, 1 Sweden, 2 Italy, 3 Ukraine, 4 UK, this is Nando, 5 Spain. Yeah. The Balkan guy. Hi, the Balkan. Hi, Amma. Sweden just won Eurovision. Yeah, they did. Thanks for that. Eduardo, I will never get over the fact that I'm Amma is... Yeah, honestly. Let's move on from that because I love it. Eurovision Home. My Way was so amazing. Murray B, I was also team Rigoberta. Oh, yeah, man. Spain has had the best songs this year. Oh my goodness. Benidorm Fest was literally everything. And what really upsets me is seeing kind of the spill out after that is, again, I can't comment on everything that people are saying inside Spain. I don't have the right, I don't have the knowledge, I don't have the information in front of me. So I'm not going to say it, but all I want to say is thank you so much, Spain. Benidorm Fest was amazing as an external person. And again, if I was going to do a national final top 50, I bet you bottom dollar 5 of the Benidorm Fest songs would be in my top 10. It's so hard to rank this year's song because there are some great songs. It's just diverse. Eurovision Home, I love your videos. Thank you. Thank you. Suzanne, Italy will win. Sweden top 5. I really do think Sweden with this song is extremely competitive because I'm now starting to come into the world where some songs are going to start kind of balancing each other out. So Stevie, you're allowed to dislike a song, Shane. Whoever disagrees can drown. Yeah. Paulius, amen. Don't you think there will be too many ballads sharing votes? I've just said that. Eduardo, I think the bops are going to benefit from the fact that there are so many slow songs. Who's your winner, Shane, for Eurovision 2022? I kind of thought someone would ask me this. I've got this new microphone because someone said yesterday in a comment that my auditory wasn't very good. It was nice, it was constructive. So a lovely friend who I was speaking to about events yesterday at my workplace said, oh, I've got a microphone because they do voice recordings, they do auditory books. And they were like, lovely human beings, I will give you my microphone. I was like, thank you. So hopefully it's better. I think I've already said my personal favourite this year is Chanel. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to win. Like I said, I've seen a few comments about Italy this year, and I was a bit like, but yeah, I mean, I did love the live performance at San Remo, but when I was in the hairdressers today and it came on, I was like, yeah, I can see the hype. Okay. I'm gonna have to go in a minute because my battery is low. Sweden's not one of my right. Shane, you need to go forward. I almost changed my mind about Cornelia over bluffing. He smashed it. He did. Oh my! I forgot to compliment you on your haircut, Shane. Looking very stylish. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, I don't listen to Bravidi much, but when it came on the other day, I was like, oh, I forgot this song is actually really good. Yep, Shane, you're gorgeous. Thank you. Iceland's picking 2 songs out of 5. That vote is both jury and public. Then the final 2 go again, and then okay, so Iceland's still going. You're allowed to dislike a song. I said that earlier. Sorry, I'm behind. Yeah, I've said who my current favourite is. It is Spain, sorry. I was rooting for Andre, Linus. Yeah, it was good. Is your My Eurovision Scoreboard public? I actually don't engage with it. So actually, I probably need to do that. But it's pointless me doing that because I'm going to do a video